To Wong Foo, thanks for everything. Julie Newmar. Who was Wong Foo?
If you watch my Priscilla Queen of the Desert review, you'll know that the 90s were a great time for acceptance in society for the LGBTQ community, at least in films. It was through culture and understanding of the other that the different sexualities were slowly being accepted. So beyond the decorum of being a drag queen rather than just a boy in a dress, this movie was trying its best to give a broad statement. But does that make the movie any good? Let's find out. I'm Mephisto. Like, share, and subscribe because this is my review of the movie To Wong Foo. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
When a gay man has way too much fashion sense for one gender, he is a drag queen. Thank you.
To Wong Foo is a road trip comedy drama directed by Biban Kidron and written by Douglas Carter Bean. Initially, it was envisioned as a stage play because To Wong Foo was a reaction to an anti-gay propaganda film that came out in the US. But the script made its way into Amblin Entertainment, a Steven Spielberg company, and the ball got rolling from there. The production team immediately wanted to change the title since it was dubbed too long and doesn't really say anything about the movie. But it seems like the project got around because the who's who's of Hollywood went for the main role of Vida Boheme. Spielberg first gave Robin Williams the script, who managed to make everyone smile while he read it. Not a big shock over there. But he opted out of the movie and resided on doing only a cameo role in the film. 1 year later, of course, he will play a different gay man who owns a drag club in the birdcage.
God, I'm like a compass near north. Congratulations on your victoire.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Like I said, many actors went for the role of Vida, including Mel Gibson of all names, Tom Cruise, Robert Downey Jr., Rob Lowe, Johnny Depp, and many others, including Gary Oldman. But it was Patrick Swayze who came to the audition fully maked up and requested that the director Kidron walked around the block with him to prove he has the grace to pull off a woman.
Us in Hollywood, this is total glam.
To Wong Foo starts with the New York City's Drag Queen of the Year contest, in which both Noxeema Jackson, played by Wesley Snipes, and Vida Boheme, played by Swayze, win the crown together. This greatly upsets Chi-Chi Rodriguez, played by John Leguizamo, a small-time Latin drag queen who thought he had a chance but failed to realize that he isn't a queen just yet.
All right, you are a drag princess. I could live with that.
Vida decides to take Chi-Chi under her wing, and instead of flying to the finals of the Drag Queen of America contest in LA, the trio will hop in a car and drive across America. This is not only to save the costs, but also a chance to teach Chi-Chi on the ways of a true queen.
Will give you the outrageous outlook and indomitable spirit that it will take to make you a full-fledged drag queen.
Troubles begin as one night the trio gets pulled over by a redneck cop played by Chris Penn, and because he was overly suspicious and a massive creep, he decides that Vida can help him out and get out of getting a ticket.
Get your hand off my dick, buddy!
Things don't go as planned as the three queens take off in a hurry, but they wouldn't make it any further because the car breaks down and the three queens are now stuck at a small little town in Midwest, and this is where the queens really turn on the charm as they strive for acceptance from the town folk.
You have it Monday.
Monday? Monday? It's Saturday morning now. What are we supposed to do till Monday?
You just gotta wait.
I usually start this portion of the review talking about the actors, but since I have a lot to say, I will only be brief. John Leguizamo does a decent job as Chi-Chi because some things were played out so stereotypically and some things were endearing. Overall, I didn't really buy him as a drag queen, so I did see him as a boy in a dress.
I'm just a boy in a dress.
Definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
As for Wesley Snipes, he sold me on being gay, but he didn't sell me on being a drag queen, which is a very important distinction. Snipes acted his ass off, and I liked him in the role, but as a drag queen, nope, I'm sorry.
Does everything have to be a joke with you? This is not a masquerade. This is real life. There are steps to becoming a queen.
The person I think who embodied both sides was Patrick Swayze. He walked, talked, and had the grace of the queen that is Vida Boheme. An absolute brilliant performance that carries the entire movie on his back.
You are deceiving that child. That boy does not know which end is up, and you know for a fact that Miss Bobby Lee is in love with him.
But putting the three actors aside, this movie could have been much more than it was, because of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert never existed, and I don't mean to say that this is a straight copy, but the two movies are very, very similar in terms of bullet points, with To Wong Foo having a distinct American twang to it. And it is down to the inclusion of the cop character that was played by Chris Penn, and his entire shtick in the storyline. The thing is, both had three drag queens along for a road trip, with one of them truly embracing being a woman. Both had a breakdown in the middle of the road in a hick town that does not accept them, and both lean into the glitz and glamour to inspire others and create more acceptance. On a side note, in Priscilla, they went a little bit further than To Wong Foo in terms of gay bashing, where in To Wong Foo it was very close but not there, and Priscilla did the extra mile. My point is, if you've seen only this movie, you would probably think it's groundbreaking, but alas, I have seen both and I'm not impressed. To Wong Foo has a lot more dichotomy between what is trying to make you laugh and what is trying to raise serious issues. And to be honest, it tries a little bit too much, and it mixes up gay rights and women rights. And it does so without any subtlety. And in a movie that pushes dealing with issues with a nice, calm demeanor way and some sparkles, it is the men who act like a graceful lady that use masculine force to deal with issues.
Walk. What can I say? She's had a difficult life.
Don't get me wrong, To Wong Foo is a movie worth watching. It is funny, it is fun, and has one of Patrick Swayze's best performances on screen. Simply because you never see him, you only see Vida for about 98% of the movie. But there are a lot of issues with the third act of the movie that it becomes too much and ultimately fails, and left me with the impression of a sour taste in my mouth because the start and the middle portions of the movie were so good. So all the hard work and the setups were a bit wasted. I will recommend you give this one a try just on Swayze's performance alone. And if you do, also give Priscilla, Queen of the Desert a try if you haven't, and make your own comparison between the two, and of course tell me in the comment section down below.
Halfway towards utter fabulousness.
Step 2 to becoming a queen. Ignore adversity.
I thank you for watching, and remember, hope is a good thing, maybe even the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. I'll see you on the next video.